Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm Richard, and today I'm going to be watching and reacting to Higurashi GOU episode 13. So we're more than halfway through the series. So last episode we had Keiichi and the classmates, and we even had people from the restaurant, and the coach was there. They're all there trying to convince the child welfare services to kind of speed things up with Satoko's case. I think that they said that it would take about a month, but of course, you know, her friends are concerned that a month may be too long. Who knows what kind of trauma she's going to go through during that entire time. So eventually the coach suggests that, you know, this group by themselves isn't going to be enough. They need the whole village to kind of back them up. So they decide to talk with the village council, who at first is kind of, you know, hesitant because they fear that if they support Satoko, whose parents, by the way, were for the dam and they were against the village. So, you know, they still kind of have that stigma, or rather, Satoko has that stigma around her. Even though the village isn't like blaming her for it, there's still just that, you know, like, you know, I don't hate her, but I don't want to get involved because if I do, then I lose my own credibility, sort of thing, you know, which is kind of messed up, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. But you know, Keiichi and the others managed to convince them that, you know, hey, you guys, you fought the government before, and so, you know, you guys. You used to preach about, you know, trying to protect this village and its inhabitants. So Satoko is part of this village, and she needs your protection. She needs our protection. So the village, the council does end up agreeing with them, but they don't want to do anything unless they have old lady Oryu's permission, who is the grandmother of Shion and Mion. So Keiichi and the others, they end up visiting her, and it seems like she's still got a grudge against Satoko's family. And, you know, she keeps insisting that, oh, you know, you guys already went to child welfare services, you know, they're doing whatever they can, there's no reason for us to get involved. But of course, Keiichi and the others, they're pressing their case. They're saying, you know, yeah, they're doing what they can, but it's going to take a month for them to actually do anything. So, you know, again, who knows what's going to happen during that month, right? So through a lot of bickering and arguing, I think Keiichi managed to finally get through to the old lady, the grandma, and convince her that, you know, again, Satoko is part of this village and she needs our protection. So looks like everybody's on board now. At least everybody in the village is on board. And so, as I mentioned in the previous video, I'm still kind of curious to see how this is all going to work out, because again, the child welfare services can only do so much. So I guess maybe we'll get our answer today. So let's see what happens. Wow. Really? So after all that. Wow. But they're not really the enemy, though, you know? They're just doing what they can. I still wonder if they're still up to no good, you know? Yeah. But still, though, like, they're not really the enemy. I feel like they should have just gathered. It's true. Okay, sure. I feel like they should have gathered at the uncle's house, to be honest with you. Really? I still feel like he's up to no good. They're not really doing that though, right? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, what is his deal? Like he was in support of all this. Now he's like, oh well, you guys can't gather here. Like, what are you doing? He's like, don't want to mess with the lawyers. Not necessarily. It's almost like it's a miracle. I'm still not sure about that. Really? So just like that. This seems too easy. Ah, I don't know about this. I don't know about that. I mean, hopefully that's going to happen. That way he doesn't get in trouble for going inside the thing, the warehouse. I don't know. I still feel like something's going to happen. I mean, okay. Okay, now that it's getting really weird. It's getting really weird now. I don't think that's very healthy for you to call him that, but... Okay, now this is getting really weird. Something's not right. I knew it was going to be this easy. Oh! Oh! What? Oh, wow. Wow. Oh. 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 Oh my. Oh. Wow. Wow. I knew there's no way. There's no way it was going to be that easy. So they're both dead, right? Well, actually, no. Maybe, yeah. Okay. All right. I wonder if he's going to start scratching his neck. Oh, he's dead. Oh, she's dead. Wow. I wonder if that. I wonder if the uncle killed him and then escaped. Did they die too? What? 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 Yeah, it really doesn't. What the heck? Oh. Well, that was definitely something for sure. You know, I was a little caught off guard with the uncle just showing up at the end because I was actually expecting it was Satoko that actually hit Keiichi upside the head for whatever reason. But no, when it was revealed it was the uncle. I mean, again, I was caught off guard, but it was like, okay, well, you know, maybe he just escaped somehow or another, and that was that. So, but I think what really surprised me about this episode is the fact that Oishi apparently shot up the festival. Like, okay, what? So I guess he was the one that had the curse. I mean, we didn't really see it per se, but he was definitely very suspicious this episode, and I guess I should have caught on to that because like seemed like he kept flip-flopping, you know, because he was at the council and, you know, seemed very supportive Keiichi or whatever, but then he turns around and is like, oh, by the way, this whole protest thing, yeah, it's not legal because you don't have a permit or whatever. But then he switches again, you know, back and forth. So thinking about it now, it did seem kind of suspicious, but I definitely did not expect that to go to that extreme. So that was crazy. You know, I did figure something out. I did figure that something was going to happen at the end, something crazy, because everything just seemed too easy. Like the biggest obstacle that they had was Shion and Mion's grandmother. You know, after that though, once they got her on their side, it was just like, oh, okay. So yeah, these protests, they're illegal. Oh, by the way, I'm a lawyer, and actually, I've got some stuff on the CWS, whatever. And also the uncle was there, and you know, all these other, like everything just sort of fell into place too quickly and too easily. And you know, it just I was a little concerned with Satoko at the end, with, you know, her calling Keiichi, you know, Nini. So I was thinking maybe she might be under the curse, and maybe, you know, she's putting her brother complex on Keiichi, and maybe they were going to go in a really weird direction with that. In a way, I'm glad that they kind of didn't, but it got really really violent at the end there. So that was something for sure. But yeah, I with the way Higurashi is, it just, something like that was bound to happen, especially at this stage. You know, if this was like the last couple episodes, you know, okay, I'd be like, you know, the happy ending, great, wonderful. But we're just now crossing that halfway mark, so it's like, no, there's no way this is going to be this easy. So, and sure enough, it wasn't. So, I suspected though at this point, this arc is finished, and of course we're going to restart the timeline again. I've seen a bunch of different posts on the show. A lot of people are suspecting that we're going to start like an answer arc now. So we've finished up the questions arc. Now we're getting the answers arc. So I'm curious to see, especially since we didn't have an episode for New Year's. So I'm curious to see if that's true. I suspect we may even get a new intro and outro now. And I'm also suspecting and hoping that a certain somebody that we've seen in this current outro, or intro rather, someone that I've been hoping to see in this series. Hopefully she will be making her appearance finally here in the next few episodes. So fingers crossed, and you know, hopefully that'll lead to a certain connection to another series. But yeah, so overall, I thought this episode was good, if only for the surprise at the end there. Very curious to see where we go from here. And yeah, so I'll just leave it there. So what did you guys think of this episode? And were you expecting that ending at all? Let us know in the comments below. And of course, if you like this video and like our reactions, please consider hitting like and subscribing to our channel. And be sure to check out our Patreon links down below. And with that being said, we'll see you guys next time.